Hi Scorpio, this is your forecast for the month of February 2017. This is a general reading for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, or Scorpio Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a personal reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, provided on the link at the upper corner. If you have visited the site before, you'll need to clear your browser's cache for the schedule button to function properly. Now, the final week of February, you have a major card, so this is an important week for you. So this is generally about winning, about achieving. Maybe you have decided that you want to explore some opportunities, dealing with the world at large, whether that is traveling or just some international affairs. Maybe you're involved with people that are of an entirely different cultural, ethnic, social background than you. But this is something wrapping up. You're at the end of some type of cycle that is reaching a natural conclusion. And there may be a sense of fulfillment about that. You may be reaching your goal. You may have put in so much effort and you were so focused. You limited yourself. You sacrificed. And in the end, you received that prize for a job well done. For others of you, there's a focus on health, your physical, your emotional health, trying to get the best the best outcome. Some of you, maybe you're changing your job, maybe you're changing where you live, maybe you're traveling. But you want the ideal conditions for yourself, the ideal environment, the ideal job, and you're willing to expand your horizons in order to achieve that. So you're looking at what your limits are, but it's important that you remember to say no to what is beyond your ability. This could be a period where you're working with others. Things are falling into place and you no longer have to hold on so tightly. It's the end of the struggle. Or maybe you were trying to figure some things out, explore some opportunities, and now you're making a decision. Whatever it is, this is a new beginning for you. The slate is clean. It's a fresh start, and you're being given a second chance at something. So another focus on freeing yourself from bad habits. Those things that at the beginning of the month were bogging you down, holding you back, chronic behaviors, emotional dependencies. You now realize those things don't serve you. If you had some health issues, maybe you were eating the wrong foods or not taking a medical condition seriously, you are now rethinking that and starting over. And this is a great week for you to start something new. Change your attitude, change your look, change your mind, change your diet, change your exercise, your job, your relationship. Anything that's going to take your life in a new direction. Again, a major transition occurring. But one of the best ways to start over is to get clear, to conclude any of the unfinished business that you may have with others, financially or emotionally. And so this is going to be a week where the best way to start over is to start off with a clean spirit. And that means forgiveness, forgiving the people in your life that may have failed you in some way, or forgiving yourself for being involved in situations that didn't serve you. You gain lessons from those. So you have to do that first in order to make this fresh start so you can have that outcome that you're seeking. So this is a week for you to take the initiative, for you to take the bull by the horns, for you to start. And so it's possible that maybe you made some connections, you explored some things, you paid attention to the opportunities that crossed your path. And this is a week where you're going to get a couple more fortunate business, social, or romantic connections or opportunities that are going to cross your path. And you're going to find that you have strong conviction. You may be taking that devil energy, that Four of Pentacles, and totally gaining control over self and having the resolve to keep any new resolutions so that you can enjoy your life more fully. So the more, the greater you feel about yourself, about what you're doing, the path that you're following, the easier you're going to be able to shift the attitudes of those around you, even people who have been difficult. You don't have to put forth so much effort now, this week. You can just kind of lay back and not rest on your laurels, but just by being your best you, opportunity is going to come to you. You don't have to push so hard to seek it. It's coming and it's knocking at your door. And if you've had some issues medically, this could be a week where those, find some type of resolution. Legal problems could be solved. But again, if you're not coming to terms with those bad habits, if you're not gaining control or you're being excessive in some way, you still may be overextending, going beyond your limit, whether that's your budget or some kind of emotional boundary that you're crossing. You may be so focused, and indeed you are very focused this month on what you want, and you may be taking that focus and you coming up with some kind of scheme or some kind of cunning way to get your way that starts to make people feel uncomfortable with what you're doing. If you are trying to push yourself in a better direction, you still may be challenged. You still may have difficulty in gaining control over bad habits and find yourself falling back in the same old rut. And if you're not motivated for the right reasons, regardless of how you think your plan is going to unfold, you're not going to get the outcome you hoped if your heart and your intention is not guided in some kind of ethical capacity.